Welcome, my friends, to a story of growth, transformation, and the power of small beginnings. In a world where we often dream of grand achievements, we sometimes forget that even the tallest trees begin as tiny seeds. Today, I invite you to walk with me through a story, a journey of overcoming doubt, embracing the present, and discovering the profound beauty in starting small. This is not just my story. It could be yours too. So sit back, breathe deeply, and let's begin our journey together. Years ago, I found myself at a crossroads. Life was heavy. I had dreams that felt too big to achieve and obstacles that seemed insurmountable. I wanted to climb the mountain of my ambitions, but every attempt felt like failure. Have you ever felt that way? Like no matter how hard you try, the summit remains out of reach? It was during this time that I met an elder from my village. He was a quiet man, known for his wisdom and patience. One day, he shared with me a story that changed my perspective forever. He said, "Even the strongest bamboo begins in the darkness of the earth. Growth comes not from rushing, but from trusting the process." At first, his words seemed simple, almost too simple, but I couldn't stop thinking about them. Inspired by his story, I decided to plant an actual bamboo seed in the small garden behind my home. Each morning, I would go outside, water the soil, and care for it. Weeks passed, and there was no sign of growth. Doubt began to creep in. Was this all a waste of time? Was I fooling myself? But then I remembered the elder's words. "Growth takes time," he'd said. So I kept going. Day after day I showed up. It wasn't easy. There were days when I wanted to quit, to forget the seed altogether. But something in me, maybe hope, maybe stubbornness, kept me going. And then, one morning, it happened. A tiny green sprout pushed through the soil. It was fragile, almost unnoticeable, but it was alive. And in that moment, I realized something profound. Even the smallest sign of growth is worth celebrating. What I didn't know at the time was that bamboo grows in a unique way. For years, it builds a network of roots underground, unseen by the eye. All that time, it's preparing, gathering strength for the moment when it will shoot upwards. And when it does, it grows rapidly, almost overnight. This taught me a valuable lesson about life. Often we're doing the hard work, showing up every day, and it feels like nothing is happening. But just because you can't see the results doesn't mean growth isn't occurring. Sometimes the most important changes happen beneath the surface. I began to apply this lesson to my own life. I started with small actions, things that seemed almost too small to matter. I began saving a single coin each day, writing one line in a journal, and taking short walks to clear my mind. At first, these actions felt insignificant, but over time, they began to add up. For example, let's talk about saving money. I used to think, what difference can one coin make? But as the days turned into weeks, I saw my savings grow. That single coin became a symbol of discipline, of hope. It wasn't just about the money. It was about proving to myself that I could commit to change. The same was true for my health. I didn't start by running marathons. I started by walking around the block. Slowly but surely, those walks turned into jogs, and those jogs turned into a habit that improved not just my body, but my mind. Of course, the journey wasn't without challenges. There were days when I wanted to give up, when progress seemed too slow, when doubt whispered in my ear. But here's what kept me going. I focused on the process. not the outcome. Too often, we get caught up in the destination. We think, I'll be happy when I reach the top of the mountain. But what if happiness isn't at the summit? What if it's in every step we take along the way? The bamboo didn't rush to grow. It trusted the process. And so did I. Looking back now, I see how those small steps transformed my life. My savings became a safety net, my daily walks became a source of clarity, and my small habits turned into a foundation of strength and resilience. But the greatest transformation wasn't external, it was internal. I became someone who believed in the power of small beginnings, someone who trusted the process, someone who found joy in the journey rather than the destination. Oh, now, I want to challenge you. What's one small step you can take today? Maybe it's writing down your dreams, setting aside a coin, or taking 5 minutes to breathe and reflect. Whatever it is, start small. Remember, even the tallest bamboo begins as a tiny seed. And when doubt creeps in, when you feel like giving up, think of the bamboo. Growth is happening, even if you can't see it yet. Trust the process and keep going. Here in the Essence of Pandora, we celebrate the beauty of small beginnings. Just as the glowing plants of Pandora light up the night, your small actions have the power to illuminate your path. You are not alone on this journey. Together, we can plant the seeds of change and nurture them into something extraordinary. Thank you for walking this path with me. If this story inspired you, share it with someone who might need a reminder that every small step counts. And if you're new here, join our community by subscribing. Let's grow together, one step at a time.